What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Podcast from the Garage. Today's episode, we're going to actually be attempting to put the third starter in, and hopefully we can get this thing fired up. If you saw the last episode, you'll notice we fried like 6 star solenoids. We tried an O'Reilly starter, and it turned out to be the automatic one, not a manual one. I was not aware that there was a difference, and people at O'Reilly's definitely didn't tell me there's a difference, even though I told them. I had a 86 F150 four-wheel drive with a 302 as a manual, but it is what it is. Blew that one up, got the money back, so we're all good. We have a Summit starter that's in it right now. That's not engaging and not working, but we did get that off the discount shelf, which is like a factory second / small defect. Well, the defect is it doesn't freaking work. Found that out. Now we're on the third starter. We got a Duralast Gold starter right over here from good old AutoZone that is for a manual transmission, 1986 Ford F150 four-wheel drive 302. A lot of people recommended this. So let's see if it actually works. The starter, and if you notice, the snout kind of right here, because the cone that goes into the bell housing, block plates right here, is a lot shorter than the automatic transmission one, and the Bendix doesn't stick all the way out, or I guess the Bendix gear, like the automatic one. The automatic one's all the way up to here, so that was the issue running into, is it was throwing the Bendix out way too far. So this looks like it should work. Now, how to wire this thing? No idea, because I don't think it came with instructions. I think this is the warranty paper, but okay, never mind. It's definitely instructions. Put it back. I will figure out how to wire this thing. All right. Well, let me read this real quick, then we can throw it in. So this Summit wire actually used a power wire and a trigger wire. I don't believe the new starter will use a trigger wire. I think it's just power wire. So I believe so. Not 100% sure. We're gonna figure it out. That's the only place there's a like a spot to put a terminal or a wire, and the instructions say this is an OEM replacement. So whatever the OEM one it was, put it on here. I don't remember what the OEM starter looked like or where the connections were, because that's when we ripped the motor apart right here about like a year ago. So I don't remember crap. But what I do know is the O'Reilly's one only had a power wire, not a trigger wire. So we're gonna find out. All right, the AutoZone starter is in with some slight custom modifications because the casting on this was pretty terrible. So the bolts holes wouldn't really line up. So had to massage the metal a little bit, but got the fit, got to sit nicely. So now to wire this thing back up to start solenoid and see if she'll start.
It's all you.
No, who did the metal work?
You did. I saw the video.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the one who has earplugs on. If the glove don't fit, right?
If the glove don't fit, the starter will.
Oof. So we got the fuel block-off plate down there. Installed that. We took a bolt off the 260 to my Fairlane, the distributor bolt right there, because the other one was starting to cross thread, and it was because it was the wrong pitch. So got that on there. Heroes are connected. All the plugs on the intake should be plugged off and blocked off. Only ones that are showing are like places you can put a coil or something like that. There's like 2.5 gallons of fuel. Me and Grumpy put like half a jug of coolant in here. We did cycle it a little bit to build some oil pressure. So I guess just plug in the battery and my nice key on engine off system and see what she does. Ready? Right now we are currently taking the test light and measuring, not even measuring, but checking to see if we're getting power to the fuel tank, because we got spark, there's no fuel. So, and we have air. So we have 2 out of 3 things. We need 3 out of those 3 to make a engine run. So we got power all the way from the fuel pump wire on the EFI kit all the way to the connector. The connector got power. Now we're just trying to see if we got good ground, because we added this ground wire, and this may have been the wrong wire we tapped into the connector. So we're gonna recheck that, because we don't hear anything in this tank since it's an electric fuel pump. So maybe just a quiet fuel pump, but I doubt it, because every electric fuel pump I've heard is freaking loud. Tried starting again, the fuel pump's still not coming on. So now we're gonna drop the tank, see if the fuel pump actually works and is wired properly inside the tank. Then put the tank back in and try it again. Got the fuel tank out. Now we're creating sparks. Fuel right there. So why didn't the fuel pump work?
Because 428 dot wheel pile
Not true.
tapped the wrong two wires. As you can see, ground power for the fuel pump. He tapped unknown wire and fuel gauge wire.
Dude, that was you, bro.
This is all you. There's no footage of me doing it.
No footage of me doing it. So we just experienced something that I've never experienced before. We measured, so this right here is the wire from the EFI kit. This wire right here on the right side of the butt connector is a wire that we added to go to connect to the connector on the fuel tank. So right here, we probed and measured voltage right here, then did the headers as the ground. Got a light on the probe and got 12.5 volts. Follow it, there's nothing added, nothing at all. You measure right here. Come on, focus. At the end of the same wire, nothing, absolutely nothing. No light, you just get like 50 millivolts, which is basically 0 volts, nothing. So we're gonna rip this wire out and add a new one because this is from the kit that we got from Harbor Freight for like 40 bucks. So the chances of this being crappy wire, pretty likely. All right, we got the new wire wrapped around the positive lead, the ground connected to touching the lift. All right, go.
Okay.
All right, there we go. We got volts. Then the click goes. All right, yeah, see that second click? Drops down to 3.5 volts, which probably means just the pump's turning off.
Okay.
Measured it again at the plug this time. Did get 12.8, 12.5-ish. And I grounded it to the bottom of the bed. So we're going to connect the fuel pump with it out of the tank, do the key on thing, and see if she'll make some noise. All right, we got the fuel pump wired. Kind of a getaway, but it works. We got to redo it anyway, but at least it'll turn on. Because, see, you can hear it. Yeah, I know. Trinity, you ready?
Oh, I thought that was it.
What? Let's go.
Get ready to shut it off. Hang on. Hang on.
Disconnect that. Dude.
Hang on.
That's so crazy.
Okay, try it again. Make it on there. We may have the timing off so much it's not even trying to fire.
We have enough fuel in there.
Yeah, because I don't smell fuel yet.
All right, so we put more fuel. You hear the fuel pump? That's 100% quieter.
That's because you got your earmuffs on.
No. No. It's quieter than the last time. We're gonna prime it a couple times. Hey, in the diesel world, we gotta do it 6 times. We gotta cycle that key. Get all the airs out.
Let's try it.
All right. Let's give her a go. It's connected.
Yeah. I don't think it's picking up fuel.
All right, let me pick up fuel.
You know the only thing we didn't check?
What? What?
Well, no, yeah, because it's. I'm gonna say.
Key on.
Key on.
Make sure my phone doesn't get sprayed with fuel.
Okay.
Dry?
Dry.
Dry?
Yep. I mean, it's like it's not even.
All right, we took the fuel tank back out. We had to order a new basket for the fuel pump because one of these wires, I think it was the black one. Yeah, right here. On the other basket, completely like just came off and it was all plastic right there. We tried soldering it, but it didn't work. So had to get a new basket and it came with new wiring. So we're gonna see if we wired the fuel pump correctly. On the old one, more likely I did not. So now we have a wiring diagram on how to wire it correctly. We have fuel.
Yes.
So we got the new basket in as well as the old fuel pump. It was rewired, or it was wired incorrectly by this guy over here. That's Spider-Man meme.
Yes.
All right, got everything figured out. Fuel tank's back in, new basket's in, rewired the fuel pump. We checked, getting fuel. So E5 monitor is plugged in. Let's do the key on engine off thing. See if we can hear the pump. That's a lot quieter. So that's a lot quieter with the fuel pump.
Oh, yeah.
Got a lot more fuel dampening it too.
He's a runner.
Ready?
What's happening is we had that issue with Jerry. So
The reason it's spinning, sputtering, and wasn't running is because there's a big hole in the intake that was causing a vacuum leak. So we're gonna put a plug in it real quick. I completely didn't see it because it's literally under the back of the throttle body. I'll throw up a picture real quick. So we're gonna get this all plugged up, then hopefully she'll run. Vacuum leak has been plugged. Put on mustard. Let's try this again. Ready?
now we're getting a little bit of something up to the, so we may have it. We have timing off again.
I'm letting off. I'm just tapping.
Started turning. Started. Yeah.
So you ran it up. That's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know I left y'all kind of on a cliffhanger, but you see in the last clip, the starter started to hang. Well, that's because a faulty starter solenoid. Shocker, we're experiencing solenoid issues. I know, who would have guessed, but yes, we're experiencing them again. So we're gonna be busy next couple of days. So I really want to get this video out to you guys. So that's why I'm kind of leaving it on a cliffhanger. But hopefully next weekend's video, it's the truck started, running, and we got it to idle, got all the timing set, all that. So like I said, thank you all so much for watching. If you like today's content, if you like the video, if you like other content, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.